So I get this question every time, right? Which is, if you have gout, what are the foods that you can eat? What can you eat? What can't you eat? What's a gout diet? Okay, so my name is Dr. Arinola Dada. I help people with joint pain and gout pain become pain-free, and people with autoimmune disease get their immune system back on track. So, people with gout should not be doing certain things. One, they should not be eating shellfish, right? Shellfish really has high purines. As you know, purines, which is from protein, break down to from uric acid. People with gout can't clear it out easy, and so the uric acid ends up getting stuck in joints, and then they get gout attacks, right? So one is shellfish. So people with gout should probably avoid shellfish. So that's number one on my list. Number two on my list is beer. So of all the alcoholic beverages, beer is the one alcohol that is known to precipitate gout. So you want to avoid beer. And then in terms of risks for gout, beer is more notorious than wine. Beer is the worst and wine is the least, and in the middle is liquor. So if you must drink alcohol, which, hey, I'm not that strict, but then make it wine. And if you're going to drink wine, make sure you hydrate very well so you can minimize just the concentration. So 2 is beer. 3 then is organ meats, right? Organ meats, innards, liver, kidneys are really concentrated and packed. And so you want to try to avoid that. Now, and then, I think if you just Google it, you could find things like asparagus and, tofu. And the truth is that although there is protein in plants, and so there's proteins that you derive from plants, these proteins are less likely to cause gout attacks, right? So feel liberal with how much protein you want to get from plants, but it is the animal protein that's actually the bigger culprit, right? So shellfish is a no, organ meat's a no, high fructose corn syrup actually is something else that we really want to avoid, right? And then the beer. So hopefully this helps, so trying the organ meats would probably be a no, right? But feel free to take protein from plants, right? So ingest that, keep well hydrated. Cherries are good. In fact, there's studies that show that coffee, right? So coffee, we typically think of coffee as a vice, but coffee may increase the ability to excrete uric acid too. So coffee is a pro, okay? And there's some studies that even look at milk, right? As something that I know some people may have some coffee in their milk. So that's all fine. And that may actually help people with gout. Okay, so these are some natural ways. If you kind of have early gout, moderate gout, that's probably helpful. But otherwise, if you have more chronic gout, then you probably should see a rheumatologist, right? So my name is Dr. Arinola Dada. If you're in the greater Seattle area, check us out at overlakearthritis.com. Like this video, share it if you think it's been helpful. Follow us on our YouTube channel, Healthy Joints, Healthy Life. Have a